What's good with y'all boys, man? It's been a little minute. I missed y'all, man. We back with another video. By this time tomorrow, Anthony Edwards should be dropped on the game. Okay, so already, ever since they announced that he's gonna be the one coming out, the questions are already in. Is he gonna be better than the other shooting guards or guards in general? Is he gonna be worth resetting some of the other guys' talents, enhancements, all that different stuff? Which we'll throw in a little thing about that too, since the talent stuff is changing. But when it comes to comparing them, without necessarily going into everybody's talents and stuff, I'm gonna give y'all a good idea on whether you want to be picking this guy up or not, based on what it is you're looking for from your guard when you're playing. Okay, first thing to know is that even though he is a shooting guard, which the way they are in the game right now, they tend to be the build that you look for when you're trying to focus on threes. However, Iverson was one of the first ones to be added that kind of showed us that you can see some point guards that could likely have better consistency than some of these guys. But I do believe that trade-off is just because of how Iverson's handle is. If you compare him to, say, Dwayne Wade and James Harden, while they're both still very handle capable, it is a bit harder. There's a bit more of a method to getting to their three-point areas, creating that space properly without necessarily being able to be stopped by the defender. It takes a little more extra work, which is what I'm saying pretty much. So it makes sense that Iverson, in that way, since his handles allow him to get around a little bit easier and are a little bit harder to keep up with compared to the other two, his three-point consistency goes down a little bit to make sure he's not broken, as everyone would like to say, right? Well, when you compare Anthony Edwards, you're kind of going to be getting the same thing. When it comes to shot consistency, while he is a shooting guard, so I'm sure his three ball will be up there, I do see a potential chance that he's going to be one of the ones that knocks him down a little bit less, like AI, like Clarkson, but because he's able to get to his shot a lot more, right? Now, before we get to his handle, on top of that, he does also have the benefit, similar to Dwayne Wade, where he has a very, very high bag on the inside too. I believe it's something from like 5 meters and in, you can auto dunk with him. He's always going to go for a dunk. Between enhancements and some of his abilities, you're going to get some different dunk animations. So you're going to have a fair time, like even though his consistency will be lower, where Iverson, you only really have your layup to rely on. You can get some dunks off, but you're smaller. You're not necessarily meant to be posterizing people on them as far as his talents and stuff like that go. There's not a whole lot helping you with it. Whereas with Anthony Edwards, you're gonna be putting people on the ground if you decide to drive and go in. So that's gonna help a little bit with 3-point consistency, but also, like I said, his handle is way better than some of these other guys. Okay? The way that you're able to move around on them, all the different fakes, hezzies, and different stuff like that, on top of the straight pull up you can do in the middle of any of it, had you not shot it already, means that it's gonna be, number one, really fun to create on him. But number two is going to be more so about trying to, kind of like I said with Halliburton, trying to get your defender to bite on what they think you're going to do, and then that opening you up to do a lot of other stuff on your own. So think Halliburton, think Shea, where you're dribbling around. At some point, your defender jumps because they think you're finally going into a shot. Now you got some space open to kind of do what you want to do or create. And if they're not playing you tight enough to where they're going to end up jumping sometimes, then it means they're not expecting certain shots. And as you get used to them, you'll get into the situations when to just pull up then. So one of the two ways, he's going to be getting to his spots. You're going to be able to get some good space creation with the way that his kit is. And that's not even including the passive of him having the new mechanic where you can now speed up your dribbling based on you using your little size up in the bar under you. We'll talk about it more when we do a skill talent video tomorrow. But point is, heavy, really heavy dribbling capability. So if you're somebody who enjoys Shea, you're somebody who enjoys Hallie, like I said, Clarkson, some of these guys that can get around the court a lot, you're definitely going to enjoy them. If you're somebody like me who just kind of plays guard in general and you just want to know how he stacks up and if he's worth pulling over the other guys or putting the enhancements into him if you only have enough for someone else. Based on what I saw with his enhancements, it seems to be a situation similar to D Wade and other players that have stacks as a part of their kit. And those stacks are going to help you with things like your contest range, your speed, your dunking ability. So I would say I'm probably going to put a few enhancements on them. More than likely not. I would recommend putting at least E2 on them. Outside of that, though, I wouldn't say you have to have everything else. It's just going to give you that boost, like it said, kind of like with Wade, being able to start off with charges and stuff before you need to do things. But playing defense and doing what he does with the rest of his kit will also allow you to build those stacks. So it's going to come down to personal preference if you really wanted to go for that reset. Now, when we talk about the talent reset, the difference maker with this is going to be, since they're doing their new talent reset for the whole system, the way things are about to look, I don't think you're going to be able to like kind of cheese how you put talent in the way that we do right now, just buying which specific talent you want. And you know, if you've seen my talent guide telling you how to go through, only buy the specific trees you want and then leave the other ones alone, won't be that way anymore. So I would wait until he drops for sure. Let's see what it looks like. If you're not subscribed, hit the sub button and the post notification bell, and I'll make sure that you are updated tomorrow and have all the information you need so you can make that decision properly, right? But I'm picking him up. I already got the ticket saved up for him. I've been said he's one of the few guys that I do consider to be a main option for me in this game. First was Iverson. Next is Edwards. Last one is going to be Prime Rose. Hopefully we get him around Christmas or something like that. I'm still banking on that. But yeah, I've been waiting on him. So y'all are going to see me on him a lot. I'm going to be using him, but I wanted to give kind of an unbiased opinion on what you can expect from him coming out in the game now. So when he drops, like I said, stay tuned and we'll have the update and everything like that going on. Outside of that, I appreciate y'all boys watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like. And like I said, to stay updated and keep on with everything we got going on. We're doing 2K news soon too. Hit that sub button and the post notification bell so you'll be notified, man. Discord still in the description as usual. We're hitting around 70 members, pulling up to the big 100 already in just the first few months. And we are already almost to 700 subs. So y'all boys keep moving. I appreciate all the support. And I'll catch y'all on the next one.